at this time.
Got your recorder on? Okay. All right, today's date is the 4th of December 2014. It's 9:06 a.m. We're at the library. We're here in the matter of Frank Lucero, CR 2014-190. And this is a statement where Mr. Lucero is pro se in this case, and he will be taking a statement from Detective Dylan Thomas. For a matter of the record, would everybody please identify themselves for the record?
David Warner.
David, I'm sorry?
David Warner.
Dana Salas.
Patricia Gunderson.
Kelly Pate.
I'm Frank Lucero.
Dylan Thomas.
Go ahead, sir.
And you,
Okay.
sir?
I'm Investigator Pat Barncastle with the DA's office.
Will you say your name for the record?
Dylan Thomas.
Your badge number is?
363 is my employee ID number.
And unit number?
I drive an unmarked unit now, so there's no
At
number
the
on
time?
it. It was 40380.
Have you ever had a statement taken before? And
No.
do you know how this works?
No.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions regarding the case, and you'll answer them. If any question you don't understand, let the interview know, let me know, and I can restate it. You do understand that I won't be answering any questions today?
I understand that.
Okay. We're going to be using audio video to do the interview. Are you going to be referring to any notes
Just this.
to refer to now? May I see your notes?
Sure. It's affidavit for your arrest warrant. That's all it is.
Okay. I do believe I have a copy of this.
You do have a copy of it?
Yes. Did you do anything to prepare for this interview today?
Just printed this out and looked it over.
Okay. Did you speak with anybody about this interview?
Told my boss I was gonna be busy.
Okay. Did you listen or review any recordings or video of the documents?
No.
Site documents? Okay. Want to let the record show that Officer Thomas, or Detective Thomas, is carrying some documents, and if you can face them down, please?
Just them down?
Yes. So you have you ever had a statement taken by someone interviewing you as acting as pro se?
No.
No. So you currently work for?
Roswell Police Department.
Have you been with them for long?
Almost, well, 3.5 years.
What your current position is?
I work for the Criminal Investigations Division.
What are your duties that you're assigned to?
To investigate felonies.
Okay. And you worked for this business for how long?
I started in June.
In June?
Or in July, I'm sorry. I started in July.
So how many years were you involved in traffic patrol?
For almost exactly 3.
Okay. What was your duty on the afternoon or the night in question?
I was working patrol, so mainly traffic enforcement, responding to calls for service.
Does RPD or you have a duty roster or log of showing the times and dates of police officers on duty?
I'm assuming it's kept by the sergeants. Yeah, they keep a log.
Is there a printout daily, weekly, or monthly showing the days you worked?
Daily printout at the end of shift. Our supervisor takes care of that.
Can you get a copy of it?
Probably could.
What is the daily roster assignment sheet? What is it called?
It's called a roster, really. And
Just,
then, yeah.
yeah.
I think.
What information can it contain that?
It just shows what officers are on duty and what district they're working, and the supervisor on duty for that shift.
Okay. And this, it shows the area you covered, assigned to?
Yes.
Does it show what you're assigned to do each day?
There's no specific tasks on there, no.
No. So does your department keep the records of the assignment and the duty sheet and stuff?
I think they do. I'm not sure how long they keep them for, but I'm pretty sure they keep them.
You don't know how long they're kept for?
I'm not sure. I can find all that out for you.
Who is the records custodian?
We have several over there. I don't really know their names. I don't know their last names. I just know them on a first name basis.
Okay. Can you name?
Christina, Louise, Vanessa, Kathy, and Judy, I think are the 5 clicks.
Okay.
I think.
So is there a procedure manual for keeping records?
I'm not sure what the records, what their procedures are for that.
Okay.
The sergeants, I'm pretty sure, save them, so I know that they have it.
And your scheduled shifts are set bi-weekly, monthly, or your schedule? No, your shifts, is it like kept
The
weekly?
days I work, you mean?
Yeah, like your schedule? Is it kept, you
It's
change?
done every 6 months, I think. We
So every 6
bid
months?
for certain days, and then we work those days of the week every day for 6 months. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah. And your usual hours per shift?
Well, I've always worked midnight shift, so we go in at 9:30 at night and we get off at 7:30 in the morning.
And the week of the encounter, we met,
I was on midnights that day too.
what time did you start that night?
It's 9:30 at night,
And it ended?
7:30 in the morning.
Do you have a break during the shift?
We usually get a lunch break, 45-minute lunch break.
About what time?
We can take it at any time.
Same time? What time did you take that night?
I don't recall, man. I don't even know if I took one that night, to be
Yeah.
honest.
How many days in a row were you working that week?
Just 4, I believe.
What was your training for the position you were working that night?
Well, the academy went through the academy, so
County?
22 weeks.
Which county did you attend?
It was the Southeastern New Mexico Law Enforcement Academy in Hobbs.
For 6 weeks?
22 weeks.
22 weeks. Your primary function of that position?
So, like I said, mainly just traffic enforcement and responding to calls for service.
Okay. Can you describe any type of training that goes on in investigating traffic violations?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Describe any training that involves investigating traffic violations.
I've never had any traffic training besides the academy, which is just how to correctly approach vehicles on traffic stops and do it in a safe manner. It's not really investigating
Or
traffic per se.
traffic violations. Is there a procedure manual for that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
So, are you assigned to cover in the city, just in the city, or
Yeah.
parts of town?
Mhm.
How do you decide? How do you decide what area you patrol?
The sergeant tells us we don't get to pick.
Okay. Any previous experience in law enforcement?
No.
Any experience in traffic patrol besides just those 3 years or 2? Do you still have ongoing training
Yeah, I mean, we're always doing training, but
in traffic?
no, because I don't really,
No.
in my current job, I don't really make traffic stops anymore, so.
Are you required to have training in traffic
traffic.
violations? No.
We are required in the academy, but I mean, it's not something that we have to keep training in.
Is your training up to date now in traffic violations? Yes. How about on February 4th?
I believe it was.
Do you have to call in, or before deciding what do you put on the citations, before putting, like deciding, you make a call on deciding what citations you should put?
Do I have to call
Yeah.
who?
Head command or next in charge?
No.
No. You just. So you often, you make the decision on what ordinance to charge them with yourself? So how do you know what, when ordinance or rules of traffic are no longer in effect?
I'm guessing when the next statute book or ordinance revision comes out, that will be omitted.
Does someone tell you? Or is it in writing?
If it's something major, someone will usually tell us, but if it's something minor, we usually won't know.
No?
Unless we just go through and read the whole book.
What training do you have in statutes?
What training do I have in statutes?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only book I work out of now is the statute book
At the time?
at the time. Just the law block at the academy, just was the only training I had out of it.
Are you required to review current ordinances? Rules?
Not required to, but we do periodically.
Mm. How often do you review them?
I don't know. Not that often, but we have a legal update every year that we go to, and they always tell us if it's something major, like I said, something changes or anything that's happened.
Okay. So, what is the procedure for reviewing them?
We don't have one.
No. So are you required to review them, or do you just do it on your own?
Like I said, we're not really required to.
No.
One requirement is the legal update training that we have to do.
So you do it on your own?
Okay, just for the record, we had,
I'm stepping out, Patricia, and Mr. Monaco's stepping in.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna run the camera for me.
Patricia stepping out for the record, Mr. Monifo, John, is it?
Yes, sir.
Is stepping in her place.
Are you given a New Mexico traffic manual each year? Or in class?
No.
Is there a procedure for the Roswell Police Department to review new laws, ordinances, and statutes?
Like I said, the legal update we do every year.
Every year. Are you informed when new case laws are decided that affect traffic violations or traffic stops?
Sometimes. Sometimes they're put under a briefing.
Are you informed when new ordinances, statutes, rules come out?
Just in the legal update.
What is the procedure for this?
Or,
That legal update when they inform you.
usually their office puts it on and we sign up for a certain day and we go and they tell us all the new stuff.
Are you familiar with the ordinances on defendant citations? Expired registration and insurance?
Yeah.
After you shift in, so what do you do with the citations?
I'm giving them to my sergeant.
Does someone at the Roswell Police Department, a sergeant or something, look over and discuss them with you? Citations?
Not really.
No.
Not unless there's a mistake that he notices, because they usually review all the paperwork, so
So who goes over them with you?
my sergeants.
How many copies of each citation is there?
You mean on the citation itself? And there's four.
There's 4.
There's 4 like carbon copies.
Where does each copy go?
One copy goes to us, one copy goes to you, one copy goes to court, I think one goes to the DMV, I think. I think that's where the 4 go. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Does each copy have different things written on them?
No, it's just like I said, it's carbon copies, so if written on one, they'll be written on the other.
How long is a copy kept at the RPD?
I don't know. I don't know the exact time frame.
So where do they go from there? The state? Or they just stay there?
From the police department?
Yeah.
Well, our copies that we keep stay with us.
Okay.
Like I said, there's different copies that go to different places.
How many tickets did you write on average that week?
On average week,
On there?
I don't know, maybe 8 or 10.
How do you choose what area to patrol?
My sergeant tells me.
Is it listed on your duty roster?
Yes.
Daily or?
Yeah, it changes every day if he chooses to.
Okay. So it varies from day to day?
It can, yeah.
So who decides what area you patrol?
My sergeant.
The name?
I don't remember who was working that night. It was either, it was Sergeant Stanton that was working. He's actually a commander now. So Commander Stanton.
Where were you going when you first encountered the vehicle?
I don't recall where I was going.
Was there a call in the area?
I don't think so. If there was a call, I wouldn't have made a traffic stop.
How many officers arrived? At the traffic stop.
I don't recall. I want to say 3,
Okay.
but I don't recall the exact amount.
Were they already in the area or were they called?
I probably called one of them over.
Do you remember that night?
I remember some of it. I don't remember, like I said, it was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly everything now.
Okay. And you remember the weather conditions of that night?
I think it was cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It was night, right? Was it was it pretty lit up on that road that night? The light on, street lights and stuff
I
like that.
think so, yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
Direction you were going?
I was going. You mean before I got behind you or while I was behind you?
Oh, before and then what?
I think I was going south on Garden, and then I got behind you going west on Summit.
Direction was that going?
You were going west on Summit. Or, yeah, you were going west on Summit.
And what was the road we were traveling on?
Summit.
Were you parked?
I was driving.
Was my registration light on?
Your license plate light?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if it was on or not.
Did my brake lights seem to be working?
Best that I recall, I thought they were. I don't remember.
What about my turn signals?
I think that was working.
Did you see me like almost run over somebody or
No.
you see me run a stop sign or red light?
No.
Was it business area or residential?
Residential.
Can you think of anything that came to your attention?
No.
Was I burning rubber?
Mm-mm.
Was I racing somebody? Was I driving erratically?
No.
No. So the reason why I was pulled over was a spare sticker, right?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, I'll see if we take a 10-minute break. I gotta use the restroom. Off the record. Off the record.
Okay, I'm gonna leave, just for the record, while we're still, I'm gonna leave in another 10 minutes. So, all I'd ask is that, I'll visit with Detective, Thomas here about, any type of, do you intend to call any of these people as witnesses at trial, or?
I'm not here to answer any questions.
I know, but if they're gonna be testifying on your behalf, then we're gonna request copies of all their notes that they took. In addition to a copy of the video, we need that as well. It's all discovery, and we will provide you with anything you need as well. So anything we intend to use at trial. That's all I ask.
No, I don't.
Go ahead and go off the record, be fine. It's 9:30.